The only way I can be beat is if you cheat. If you cheat. If you play fair and square, I'm gonna win. I mean...
Hey, what up, y'all? Welcome back. It's Barb City, where it be hella mother effing litty. Let's get right into it. Our first topic is going to be about Bachiana. So, you guys know the greatest pop star of the 21st century list was put out a few days ago, right? And we did discuss that. One of the things being that number one and number two were still open at the time. Okay, so Bachiana was not on the list, and for some odd reason, her fans feel like she possibly has an opportunity to land at number one or number two. So as you guys can see here, Pop Flop tweeted, Cardi B did not appear on Billboard's greatest pop stars of the 21st century list, and one of her biggest fan accounts over on Twitter decided to set her up, and they said, y'all should chill. Number one hasn't been announced yet. Now, y'all already know that means that her fans feel like not only can she knock Beyonce from number one, but they feel like she can also chart higher than Taylor Swift. Like, really?
Are you stupid? Did you really just say that dumbass shit? Did you really just say
that? Okay. But anyways, let me know what you guys feel about that. And let's move forward into Taylor Swift being snubbed on that greatest pop star list of the 21st century. So, like I said the other day when we did talk about this, number one and number two were still open. So you guys know the Beehive and the Swifties were going back and forth about who should be at number one, especially since Beyonce was the one sitting at number one last year, right? Well, it was announced today that Taylor Swift is sitting at number two, and they have not announced that number one placement still. So, of course, the Beehive does feel like Beyonce is still going to be sitting there, and the Swifties are not happy about it. So, as you guys can see here, it says Billboard names Taylor Swift the second greatest pop star of the 21st century. And here's one comment saying a joke. And they provided, screenshots of Billboard's Hot 100 chart placements for Taylor Swift and Beyonce. So let's take a look at Beyonce's 9 number one hits, 24 top 10 hits, and 106 songs that landed on the chart total. And now we will take a look at Taylor Swift, who has 12 number one hits, 59 top 10 hits, and 264 songs total that landed on the chart. And here were some of the comments. Sorry, but this makes no sense. How do you take up every spot on the Billboard Top 10 twice, have the biggest tour of the century, and have 4 AOTYs and only get second place? Who would be ahead of her? So you guys, I don't know what AOTYS is abbreviated for. I'm sorry, I should know that, but I simply don't, okay? Another comment said, so Jay-Z's check cleared. And if you know what that means, then you just know.
Clock it. Clock it.
Another person said, I'm sorry, but Taylor deserves to be number one. What do you mean? She has the highest grossing tour of all time and multiple best-selling albums. This is a joke for real. And just 3 more comments, you guys. Not a Beyonce stan, but you cannot deny the impact that she's had. She's one of the best entertainers we've ever seen, And she's 99% one of your favorite pop stars' influences. Beyonce deserves it. She should have been number one. This is BS. And one more comment saying Beyonce number one is crazy because her stats don't add up. Taylor and Rihanna are way ahead of her in all fields, but that Jay-Z check cleared. Let me know what you guys feel about it, and let's go on ahead and move forward and add all this razzle dazzle about Nicki Minaj to the mother effing video. So we have a few things to cover. The first thing being Deb, of all people, you guys, saying that she was offered $5 million to cut ties with Nicki Minaj. Check it
Ain't
out.
a dollar out there. They offered me $5 million to get away from Nicki.
Wow.
Really?
I needed that $5 million. Shit. But you can't pay me enough. You can't do that to me. I ain't never got to speak to her again in life, but that's my child.
That's what I want to ask
That's
you.
my child.
I know that's how you feel. That's the thing I love about you. It's
So first of all, let's give Deb her mother effing flowers out.
Just give a bitch her roses though. I mean, you know I love just give a bitch her roses out. You know what I'm saying? Like this.
And here were some of the comments. I'm sitting over here trying to figure out who has $5 million to waste like that. You gotta be a big time hater to do some ish like that, especially knowing how tight Nicki and Deb are. Nicki be telling y'all, but y'all claim she's on Oak. The industry is wild and weird as F. They trying everything possible to take Nicki out, but it's never gonna happen. They better just give it a rest already. And one last comment saying, that's crazy work. $5 million to cut someone off who's worth over $150 million just because the media or people don't like her. Crazy work. No matter how much money it is, it's never more than your loyalty or friendship to that person. That's what matters. And at the end of the day, Deb, we love you for being a real one. With that being said, before we get into Nicki Minaj clocking someone in her mother effing comments and getting into a couple of her stats, I want to give her her 10s as far as the advice that she gave Cleopatra. So y'all know the blogs never post this side of Nicki Minaj, right? They only get into the negativity. So anyways, Nicki Minaj was on Instagram Live with Cleopatra for a long time, you guys. I obviously can't play the whole clip here, but I do want to play this very small piece. It was a very emotional moment for Cleopatra, and I am happy that Nicki Minaj, dropped these jewels on her, because not only is she a Black young lady, but she is a dark-skinned female, and you guys know they don't get a lot of play in the industry. So just to get 10s from someone like Nicki Minaj, I just love this for her. But anyways, quickly, let me play that clip. Check it out.
Know that it's not going to be out of the norm for you to not know why the hell someone doesn't like you. You have to start being okay with just that. Like you have to be okay with not knowing why. You have to be okay with people not fully understanding you or taking advantage of you or whatever it is. Then you can put it in the music, but you are going to have to get used to it. It's not going to go anywhere. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And if anybody that grew up in New York, you should be able to navigate the music industry. But if you've never had experience with the real world, it's going to be very difficult. But I can tell you, had to be in the real world. And I just wanted to put that little, just to drop that little gem on you, because sometimes a person's energy might fill up the whole room,
Yeah.
And and not everyone is going to like that about you.
That's a fact. Thank you so much for that. That meant so much to me. Thank you.
Yeah, it doesn't mean that you've done something wrong. It just means that it is what it is. You know, you have to just be like, you have to be okay with everyone not liking you. You have to be okay with being misunderstood.
Now, one thing I want to say is I know for a fact Spice never thought Cleopatra would have this opportunity, child.
Nan and a boo-boo, bitch. And I'ma keep gagging you hoes.
And I totally understood what Nicki Minaj was saying because I have a very big personality. I could fill up a room. I'm like a magnet. A lot of people love me. And it's just like, if you don't love being around me, you're the type of person who will invite me to something just so that you could steal my energy, just so that you could steal my swag. And then if you're somebody who can't master that about me, then you will simply hate me. Like, I deal with that every day in my life. So I totally understood what Nicki Minaj was saying. But anyways, let's get into her clocking somebody in her Instagram live comments. So Nicki Minaj was on Instagram live, you guys, and somebody asked her, "Are you high again?" And this was her response. Check it out.
My name was actually from a...
Am I high again? Am I high again? Sweet baby Ray? Sweet baby Ray? Yes, I'm high. I'm the highest streamed female rapper again on Spotify. If that's what you meant by high. Again.
That what? What happened? What was said? What was said?
Okay. And with that in the air, let's go on ahead and get into some important things about Nicki Minaj. The first thing being this: Insecure by Nicki Minaj and Juice WRLD officially debuts at #1 on the Billboard Rap Songs chart. Nicki extends her record for the female rapper with the most #1s on the chart. Congratulations to the queen of mother effing rap. And just so you guys can see that chart placement up close, the next thing says Nicki Minaj nominations for the for the 2024 BBMAs. So first things first, the top rap female artist. So ask Google who the queen of rap is. You guys trust Google and Siri for everything else, and I promise you they are going to say Nicki Minaj. Ask them who the richest female rapper is. Ask them who the most streamed female rapper is, and Nicki Minaj is going to come up. The next nomination is top rap touring artist. Now, we all know that Nicki Minaj has the top female rap tour of all time, right? The highest grossing female rap tour of all time. And she just concluded that in 2024. Let's be very clear. Top rap album, Pink Friday 2, we also know was released in December of 2023, right? It was the highest selling female rap album of 2023 and is the highest selling female rap album of 2024. And you guys know all the girls except for Botsy B all put out albums. All right. One more thing before we get up out of here. Nicki Minaj becomes the only female rapper to appear on Billboard's greatest pop artists of the 21st century list. And she did appear at #1. Or excuse me, I get ahead of myself when I'm thinking about Queen. She appeared at number 13, you guys. So anyways, thank you for enjoying Barb City mother effing blooper rolls. Remember, when in doubt, pull your mother effing blunt out. And until next time, I love you guys so much. Thanks.